Hi everyone. When a tangent line at 1, -3 on an ellipse given here has slope 3, we're going to find the value of a squared plus b squared. So we just have to find a squared and b squared and add them up. Alright, this is our formula for an equation of the tangent line at point P to an ellipse. So basically we have point P, which is 1, -3. That's going to be your x sub 1 and your y sub 1. So we're going to fill this formula out, and that's going to be 1 times x divided by a squared plus -3 times y times b squared equals 1. Now I'm going to simplify this by multiplying through by my least common denominator, which is a squared times b squared. So I'm going to multiply each term by that, and for the first term the a squared will go away, so we'll just have b squared times x. And then for the second one, the b squared goes away, and we're going to have minus 3 a squared times y. And then for the third term, we're just going to get a squared times b squared. Now solving for y, we're going to get -3a squared y equals a squared b squared minus b squared x, and divide everything by -3a squared. So I'm going to write this one first. So this is going to be y equals, this goes away. I'm going to write this one first. So we're going to get b squared divided by 3a squared, and then minus a squared b squared divided by 3a squared. And what happens is the a squares cancel here. So finally we have y equals b squared divided by 3a squared x minus b squared divided by 3. Now this has your form y equals mx plus p. So your slope is this right here. Well, our slope is given to us. It says our slope is 3. So let's do that. We're going to have 3 equals b squared divided by 3a squared. That means we're going to have b squared equals 9a squared. We're going to call this equation 1. Alright, so let's do that. Equation 1 is b squared equals 9a squared. Equation 1. Alright, since this point 1, -3 is on our ellipse, what we're going to do is substitute in our x and y into this x and y here and get a different equation. So that's going to give me 1 divided by a squared plus 9 divided by b squared equals 1. I'm going to call this equation 2. Now I'm going to substitute 1 into 2. Alright, so I've got b squared here, so just substitute that here. And that's going to give me 1 divided by a squared plus 1 divided by, now b squared, this is going to be 9 divided by 9a squared equals 1. So this cancels out, and we're going to get 1 divided by a squared plus 1 divided by a squared equals 1. We have 2 of these, so we have 2 divided by a squared equals 1. You cross multiply, you get a squared equals 2. If a squared equals 2, then substituting a squared into 2, we get b squared equals 9 times a squared, which is 2. So b squared equals 18. And now we just have to find the sum. So a squared plus b squared is going to be 2 plus 18, which equals 20. And that is your final answer. Thank you. Have a nice day. Bye-bye.